may look like a bus, but it's actually a class on wheels for students who want to learn how to change the world.
I was thrilled with the idea of going around and studying and getting hands-on skills as opposed to just sitting in a classroom and being fed knowledge.
11 students from Brandeis University are on a bus tour of America's hotspots of social change. It's part of a course on how to be an activist that's taken them from civil rights landmarks like Selma, Alabama, to a Habitat for Humanity site in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Habitat is not just about building houses. We build a community.
Here, the students help renovate houses for low-income homeowners. But they're also learning a lesson about working with people who will actually benefit from what they do.
You realize that, it's not about the theory, it's about the people, and getting down to the level of where we're working on a one-on-one individual basis with some of these people is really nice.
The tour is the brainchild of David Cunningham, an assistant professor at Brandeis who feels many students today are overwhelmed at the prospect of finding a way to make a difference.
What I found over the last few years working with college students is they have this sense of what I like to think of as vicarious nostalgia about the 60s and even into the early 70s about what activism meant and how social change occurs.
While some have written off the younger generation as politically apathetic, it turns out kids today may be just as engaged as their more famous counterparts of the 60s, if not more so. A survey of college freshmen found the percentage who participated in organized demonstrations in high school has actually tripled since the 60s. And 80% of today's college freshmen reported doing some kind of volunteer work.
The first thing is that you really need to make a decision about what message you want to get across.
One of the last stops on the 30-day bus tour was a visit to Washington for tips on how to lobby for a quiet but effective way to make social change.
You want to talk from your heart. You want to talk like someone who cares about this.
The next day, the students tried out their new skills on Congressman Ed Markey from Massachusetts. Their issue? Pushing for a moratorium on the death penalty.
213 and 1038, they're both relating to the death penalty.
They didn't get much argument from Markey, who opposes the death penalty. Still, it was good practice. And another life lesson for the budding young activists on the bus from Brandeis. Kathy Slobogin, CNN, Washington.